Stop creating thumbnails from scratch. Seriously, it's time to start recreating what's already working. Because most creators don't have the time to learn Photoshop, spend hours designing thumbnails, or pay for a new thumbnail every time they upload. Just think about it. If a video on YouTube has millions of views, that means a lot of people clicked on that thumbnail. And once you start paying attention, you'll notice something interesting. A lot of top-performing videos have surprisingly similar thumbnail styles. That's because top creators spend years testing the psychology behind what gets clicks. So instead of guessing what works, I simply learn from what's already working and use those ideas for my own videos and client projects. And honestly, it's given me some great results. And now AI can do most of the heavy lifting for you. In fact, the thumbnail of this video was also created using AI. So let me show you exactly how I use it for my own videos and client projects.
Welcome back to Software for Creators, a channel where we help you create content better, faster, and smarter. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe.
Now, the tool I'm using is called Thumbs AI. Once you're inside the dashboard, you'll see quite a few options, but honestly, don't get overwhelmed. Most creators will probably use just a handful of features. On the left side, you'll find all the main tools. First, there's Explore, which is basically the homepage where you can quickly access your projects and the main features. Then there's Create Thumbnails, where you can generate thumbnails using either a text prompt or an image. Next is Recreate Thumbnail, which is personally my favorite feature and the main reason I was interested in testing this tool. You can either upload a thumbnail image directly or simply paste a YouTube video link, and Thumbs AI will use that as a reference to generate similar thumbnail concepts. There's also a thumbnail downloader, which lets you grab thumbnails from YouTube videos using just the video link. This is useful if you're researching competitors or looking for inspiration from other creators in your niche. You'll also notice templates, analyze, and AI tools. But at the time of recording, these features are still marked as coming soon. Further down, there's an assets section where you can manage images, files, and media you've already uploaded and used in your projects. And one feature I thought was pretty interesting is My Face. You can upload a normal photo of yourself and then use AI to generate different facial expressions and reactions from it. If you've spent any time studying YouTube thumbnails, you'll know why that can be useful. But enough of the overview. Let's jump into the features that actually matter and create some thumbnails. Before we start creating thumbnails, let's add our face first. This will make it much easier to use throughout the thumbnail generation process. So head over to My Face. Here you can upload a simple portrait photo of yourself. Nothing fancy, just a clear photo works fine. Once it's uploaded, you can choose different emotions and expressions. Things like shocked, surprised, happy, excited, confused, and more. Since these expressions are commonly used in YouTube thumbnails, they're pretty useful to have. For this example, I'm going to choose confused and hit generate. After a few seconds, the AI creates a new version of my portrait with that expression. Not bad. Now we can use these versions directly inside our thumbnails without having to create them manually every time. So let's put it to the test. I'm going to head over to Recreate Thumbnail, which is probably my favorite feature in the tool. You'll see 3 different options here, but for this example, I'm going to use YouTube link. All you need to do is paste the video URL. For our first test, let's go big and use a Mr. Beast thumbnail. I'll copy the video link, paste it here, and let the tool use it as a reference. Next, we need to add a prompt. But don't worry, you don't need to write some crazy AI prompt. I'll just keep it simple and write something like, replace the character with my face. Then I'll click Enhance Prompt. This basically refines and expands the prompt for us, so we don't have to do all the prompt engineering ourselves. Now I'll select my face. For this one, I'm going to use the normal version because I want the AI to copy the expression and style from the original thumbnail. Then I'll set the variations to 2 and hit generate. Let's see what it comes up with. Alright, the results are ready. And this is why I like generating multiple variations. This one is okay, but this version did a much better job matching the style and expression of the original thumbnail. Honestly, this one looks pretty good and is almost ready to use. Now let's try something a little more practical. Now let's try a more practical example. Let's say I'm creating a video called Best Mobile in 2026. The first thing I do is search for that topic on YouTube and look at the videos that are already performing well. This MKBHD video caught my attention, so let's use it as a reference. I'll copy the link, head back to Recreate Thumbnail, and paste it here. For the prompt, I'll keep it simple and write, replace the person with my face and create a thumbnail for Best Mobile in 2026. Add the text, Best Mobile in 2026 to the thumbnail. Nothing complicated. Then I'll click Enhance Prompt, which automatically improves and expands the prompt for me. Next, I'll select my face, choose 3 variations, and hit Generate. Let's see what it comes up with. Alright, the results are ready. And honestly, these look pretty good. This one and this one are probably my favorites. The composition looks clean, the text placement is solid, and most of these are already usable with little to no editing. And if you spend a bit more time refining the prompt, you can get even better results. Now, let me show you another example. Now let's try the text to thumbnail feature. Head over to Create Thumbnail. This time, instead of using a reference image, we'll create a thumbnail from a prompt. If you're not sure what to write, you can always use ChatGPT, Gemini, or any AI chatbot to generate a thumbnail prompt for you. Just paste the prompt here. Then select one of your saved faces, choose the number of variations you want, and hit generate. Let's see how well it does without using any reference thumbnail. Alright, the results are ready. And honestly, these look pretty good. This one looks pretty good and is almost ready to use. There are also two other notable features worth mentioning. The first one is Thumbnail Downloader. Just paste any YouTube video link, and you can download the thumbnail in high quality. It's useful if you're researching thumbnails, collecting inspiration, or building your own swipe file. The second feature is Channel Clone Style. This allows the AI to learn the thumbnail style of an entire YouTube channel and generate thumbnails inspired by that style. So if there's a creator whose thumbnails you really like, you can use their style as inspiration for your own content. And honestly, I use both of these features as well. The downloader makes it easy to save thumbnails for research, and the channel style feature is great for studying and recreating the thumbnail styles of top creators in your niche. So overall, I think Thumbs AI is a pretty useful tool, especially if you're someone who wants to create thumbnails faster without spending hours designing them yourself. Personally, the thumbnail recreation feature was the most useful part for me, because at the end of the day, YouTube thumbnails are less about design and more about psychology. If a thumbnail is already getting clicks, it makes sense to learn from it instead of starting from scratch. The results won't be perfect every single time, but generating a few variations usually gives you some solid options to work with. If you'd like to try it yourself, I've left a link in the description below. Feel free to check it out and see if it fits your workflow.
Thanks for watching. If this video helped you even a little, hit like, subscribe, and comment what tool you want me to test next.